Hey there, I'm Kid Wilder. We're back on day 27. We are planning on, oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow too. Planning on taking the watering can to Clint today. 'Cause whatever crops we have are not going to make it to next season. Yeah, everything's ready to be harvested. I do need 5 copper bars. We gotta kill time for Clint to open up, so I think we're gonna go ahead and throw some copper ore in the furnace. Need a bit. Sorbine. Alright, let's collect all of these potatoes. We're gonna sell everything. I think we might be able to get one more harvest out of the green bean before it ends up going bad. Hopefully this is more than enough money for us to start on the blueberries. And for those of you wondering, no, I did not get on here and measure out the actual space. So we're just gonna wing it. See, we've got, I guess we could go talk to Robin about putting in a silo. That way we can go ahead and get our silo going. What else do we need? So it's Saturday. Plant will be opening in about 50 minutes. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Clint real quick. Give him our watering can. And then we're gonna go up to Robin. Have her build the silo. That way we can actually start filling the silo. And then by the time that summer comes around, our watering can will be done at Clint's. And I think our silo should be done around the same time. If there's anything in that we needed. Is there anything other than the bat wing that we need from this box? Yeah, upgrade my watering can. We really need to go get some iron. Pretty sure we just got to the floor where iron's at. Because the cold floor is where you start seeing it. I'm gonna go up here to Robin. Yeah, I gotta do this with Robin real quick, otherwise I will be missing out on it. Hey Sebastian, you're in my way. Hey there, Robin. I'm gonna need you to construct this silo for me. Oh, I could get a barn. Nope, we're going silo. I always like to put the silo like in a spot that has relatively easy access. So for instance, I could put it right here behind the house. And a lot of times it's because all you have to do is walk up to the silo to dump stuff into it. Where do we want to put the silo? I don't want to put it too far down. You can actually move them. Like you can talk to Robin about moving them. There's the big chest recipe. And she has a lot of recipes. A lot of it is aesthetic stuff. So if you like the stone walkways, you can actually buy the recipe for that from her. At some point, you will need to buy every recipe. If you're wanting to go for perfection, you have to have every recipe. Otherwise, the game will assume that you don't want to complete perfection. We're gonna go down to the beach and get the whatever has washed up on the beach. And then I think we're gonna go back to the farm by Cindersap Woods, or Forest, Cindersap Forest. I'll go down here and get the onions if there's even any onions down here. Yeah, right now is the best time to start wrapping some of your stuff up. You're gonna want to make sure any last spring forageables are collected, any spring fish that you have to catch or taken care of. You're going to want to start getting your farm ready for summer. And your farm's actually going to change on you. It changes at the beginning of every season until you get the gold clock. And the gold clock is just an item that you have on your farm. Costs 10,000 to get, but it's an item you can have on your farm. And we'll go ahead and get these carrots. Oh, I was gonna go talk to Marnie and get some chicks. Oh well. Floor 40. Yeah, we should start seeing iron. There's the iron. The ice floor is actually one of my favorite ones. It's so much brighter, less dreary. And these crystals here, don't bother using an actual tool on them. Just hit them with whatever you want. They will shatter. I think sometimes you get quartz from them. And I do feel bad about this one. But these dust sprites, they're not that bad, but they are a great source of coal. They have, I think it's a 50% chance to drop coal every time you kill one. And I always feel bad for killing them because a lot of times they don't actually really attack you. If you let them, they'll overwhelm you, but they don't really attack you. It does kind of suck whenever you hit the flyers and they fly back. It's nice to give you some space, but a lot of times you have to wait on them. And right now, I probably need to be focused on completing stuff rather than waiting on a bat to catch up to me. I'm gonna grab this quartz over here. Not bad. We got 11,000. Got a little over 6,000 just from the potatoes. 69, nice. Yeah, we've got 12,363 gold just from that harvest. Now we gotta take all this money and put it towards crops for next season. Ooh, Queen of Sauce. Omelette. Hey, we finally learned how to make an omelet. It'll be a sunny day tomorrow. Alright, so we pet the dog. Always gotta pet the dog. We're gonna go ahead and start working on iron. Do need to get some hay. We are hurting on the hay. And while we're passing by it, this tree right here has kind of the green on it. That is moss. Any tree that is left alone for long enough actually starts to develop moss. So it's not a bad idea to just kind of let it sit. I think duck feather was one of the items we needed. And the rare seed was fall. Let me check real quick. Animal. Yeah, it wasn't animal. It was... the enchanter? Nope. Dye. It was dye bundle. We need the aquamarine for the dye bundle. We'll get another one. We're gonna go ahead and give her this one. I think we're gonna go ahead and buy that duck feather. Okay, so which ones do we need for Gunther and which ones do we need for the... Okay, so we're gonna put Gunther's stuff down here. We need that one for the community center. We need that one for Gunther. So we've got these two here for Gunther. And then the rest of this is for the community center. We're gonna run over to the beach real quick, check it, go over to Gunther, give Gunther the 2 items, take the stuff in my inventory to the community center, drop it off there. And then after we do the community center, we're going to go to the mine again, I think. Another book. All right. Tomorrow's the first day of summer. Level 3 combat, plus 5 hit points. We can make the roots platter, which is kind of nice with the floor that we're on because we can get winter root. Level 4 mining, plus 1 pickaxe proficiency. We can transmute gold into iron, I think is what that one is. Or it might be copper into, it's copper into iron. We can make the glowstone ring, which is a blend of abilities. Did not get very much money on that one. Compared to the day before. And it's going to be a while before we get really good money again anyway. Okay, watering can's good to go. First day of summer. Let's see, forecast tomorrow, sunny day. Let's see, good fortune. Living off the land. Another tip, summer's here along with a whole slew of new crops to plant. Take hops, for example. The vines take a while to grow, but once they're mature, they can be harvested every day. Good luck. Yeah, you might want to try and plant a hop. So this is what happens whenever crops go bad, because it's out of season. Can't do anything there. I'm gonna go down here and check to see what's in the cave real quick. Got blackberry. Do not need a blackberry, so I'm just gonna sell that. But the silo's done, which means I can do this. And it'll dispense all of that hay into the silo. So the blackberries. We completed the silo. I have to wait until I get my watering can before I can... Yeah, we got 15 hay in there. I gotta wait on the watering can until I can get it from plant. And now that we have the silo, we can actually come up to this and it'll give us hay if we have any hay in the silo. And then you can put it back in there. No longer have to keep it in a box. It just does it. Oh, I forgot to put the eggs in the mayo machine. We're gonna sell those 2 things of mayo. I am going to put one of these iron bars in the box. Gonna grab a piece of coal and some iron, and we are going to start that. I'm going to run all the way over to the community center, put some of this stuff in the community center, go down to Clint. Well, go to Pierre's, get the seeds that I need, go down to Clint, get the watering can, go to Gunther to turn in some of that stuff, go to the beach to check on anything that we might be missing there. Reward. I accidentally selected it too fast. So it could potentially be your first magnet ring. Lucky for us, we already had a magnet ring. And that should be the last room. It is the easiest one to do because you just throw money at it. As long as you're making a decent profit, you're able to just pay for all this. And the bus repair allows for you to access a whole different region. Because they have a place called the desert on here. And it's not a massive space, but it is a decent area for you to actually go. There's a dungeon there that you kind of have to go visit. We need a sunflower. We need at least 5 corn. I am going to get 1 hops and 1 poppy. We have melon seeds, so we don't need any more melons. I think we need a pepper. What was the rest of it? Summer crops. Yeah, we need melon, blueberry, hot pepper, and tomato. We need 1 tomato. And then we've got all those melons. Artisan bundle, we kind of need a bunch of crop stuff, which it's like trees. Build research. Got the sunflower, got the poppy. Yeah, we need to start putting some tappers in. We also need a apple tree. I think we're gonna go ahead and buy an apple tree. I don't think we're gonna spend all of our money on blueberry seeds. Don't know how many we should get. Guess we could always just start with 60, and if that's not enough, we have all that other space for everything else that we need to plant. We'll go ahead and do 60. I accidentally got 61. And then we need... what was it? Quality crops. Yeah, we need... I think it's easier to get 5 gold melons than it is to get 5 gold corn. How long does it take for a melon? 12 days. Whereas corn takes 14 days to mature. And then it'll produce constantly after that. Do we want to go for the melons and hope that we can get 5 gold melons? Or do we want to go for the corn and hope that we eventually get 5 gold corn? Because we already have 5 corn. I could do another 5 that give us an area of about 10 corn. I'll do 12. So we have an area, or we have 12 corn that we'll have to deal with. We got a decent amount of money left over too. Not enough for the backpack, but we'll get there. Okay. Clint. We gotta go to Clint. I need my watering can. I also need to upgrade my axe so I can get over to the secret woods. Sadly, I don't think we have enough iron made up yet. This is why you want to upgrade your watering can. It allows for you to actually water multiple things a little bit faster. If I could upgrade one more, it'd allow for me to actually water 5 spots at once. All right, now we just got all of these blueberries to plant. Oh, we had a random event. So that owl noise means we had the random owl event. And somewhere on our farm is a little gift that leaves you. Okay, let's go talk to Plant real quick. Because we really need that upgrade to our axe. Special place we need to get to. And we cannot access it without an iron axe. We also need to be on the lookout for grapes. I actually could have planted some. It's one of the few forageable crops that you can actually grow yourself. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade our steel axe. We're gonna be down our our actual axe for a while. Hey. Oh, it's a monster floor. That's gonna be frustrating with the ghosts. So monster floors, basically, you cannot get out of them until you've killed every monster. There is a loophole if you're able to make staircases, or if you have staircases. You can just place a staircase and it'll allow for you to get out. I can move out of the way in time. Jeez, stop hitting me, guys. I think that they have it out for me. They sense that I have all my stuff on me. There's the ladder. We got a crystal dagger. Is there anything that we desperately do not need? I think I'm going to get rid of the frozen tears. See how these crystal daggers treat us. Yeah, the daggers are a little bit awkward to deal with sometimes. Usually have higher crit rating, but they are a shorter reach. And then their ability is they'll do a really quick multiple jab. So you have to kind of learn how to deal with that. Oh, really? I lose track of when everything is. So I forget which events are happening. Weather report. Sunny all day. Fortune teller. A little extra luck. Queen of sauce. We already have the omelet. Alright. Kid Wilder, this is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. I'll pay well. Thanks, Mayor Lewis. I know exactly where his purple shorts are. It's kind of a funny little story. It ties into a few things that I've kind of touched upon already that highlight just how horrible Mayor Lewis kind of is. Alright, so we're going to go down here to see Marnie and see about getting a couple chickens. I'm just gonna stick with just generic ones. We'll change the names later. For sure we can change them. So you know those purple shorts? They're laying in Marnie's floor back there. You have to be better friend with Marnie before she'll actually let you in there. Sadly, I am not a better friend with Marnie. And you can't just tell the mayor where it's at. You have to become a really good friend with Marnie and go in there and get them for him. Hey, there's a rainbow shell. Don't have enough to get another coop. But do I have enough for a stable? No, I do not. I don't even have enough hardwood, and it's iron bars. So good to know I was off on all fronts. Alright. Let's take all this stuff back to the farm. Oh, and that earthquake? Was this path opening up? This is actually one area that a lot of people really like to just build tree farms at. But now we'll occasionally get a random message saying that a train's passing through. And what that will mean is we can come up here and get random resources from the train passing through. It's not always guaranteed. There's been multiple times that I have not gotten anything. Not bad money-wise, but I did sell 4 mayo. Rainbow shells are always nice. And we got a double one thanks to my foraging skill. Is it ever gonna rain? Clear and sunny all day tomorrow. Neutral today. Living off the land. Here's a rundown of the fish you can only find in summer. Dorado. Found in forest rivers during the day. Yeah, I don't like those. Rainbow trout. Found in forest rivers and in the mountains during the day. Pufferfish. Found in the ocean in the early afternoon. An octopus found in the ocean during the morning. Catch them while you can. We need the pufferfish, but I don't think we need the other 3. We'll eventually need them for the completing all of our bundles. Not bundles, but the getting 100%. Yeah, because we need tuna, red snapper, and tilapia from there. We haven't even got a single... I did need bullhead. Also need to get a walleye. We're gonna go to the secret forest. An area that you can only access once you get the steel axe. So this over here is the secret forest. Every day you can come over here and these stumps will always respawn. There's 6 stumps. Which means every day you can get 12 pieces of hardwood. And then mushrooms also spawn over here. So you need to come over here periodically to see if any mushrooms have spawned. Oh, we got mahogany seed. Nice. Old Master Cannoli, still searching for the sweetest taste. Do you remember whenever we keep coming across the rare, it's a rare seed at the traveling merchant? Well, when you get the rare seed and harvest it, the fruit from it, you'll bring that to that statue, Master Cannoli. And he will give you a special item. Got perfect. Carp. Not what I was trying to get. That was what I was trying to get. But we do need a carp. Now that we have this mahogany seed, I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the farm. We're going to plant that. And it'll actually grow into a mahogany tree, which when you chop it down, it gives you hardwood. And every one of those stumps over there have a slight chance to give you a mahogany seed. Every slime has a slight chance of giving you a mahogany seed. I usually make a little forested area specifically for the mahogany seeds, or the mahogany trees, because you really need them at a certain point. Ooh, level 7 farming. +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency. We can now make the loom, which would be nice if we had rabbits or sheep. Quality retaining soil. Basically, it just has a chance of whatever spot you put that on has a chance of not needing to be watered. It will hold the water a little bit longer. It's not a guarantee. Didn't get much money, but right now we're not going to get a whole lot of money doing anything other than fishing. But I'm not doing any fishing. I think since it's day 5, it's Friday, we're going to go ahead and call it here. We still have quite a bit of the mine to go. We're about halfway. We still got to get Mayor Lewis's purple shorts, which we know where they're at. We need to go see Clint about upgrading our pickaxe so that we can get our pickaxe up to steel quality so we can get through the rocks a little bit faster and get rid of those big boulders off of our farm. Hopefully next episode we can actually get into all that. And I will see you in the next episode.